Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jacked Fitness, where my name's Jack and I educate you about fitness. I just got a question, and basically what it said was, hey, I just started lifting, should I be deadlifting and squatting, back squatting, or should I wait? What I have to say to that in the short term is back squat and deadlift are going to help you get as strong as you can possibly be. They're going to help you build a great, strong, powerful body that knows how to move in conjunction with itself. So in general, you're going to want to base your programming around deadlift and squat. The only issue is, as a beginner, these are two lifts that are pretty forgiving when it comes to doing them wrong. You can get away with doing them wrong, and the bar will still move, the bar will still come off the ground, and you'll think you're doing them right. And that leads to issues down the road because you're going to have to backtrack and correct these faulty motor patterns that you've built up. In other words, you need to develop a certain amount of kinesthetic awareness before you start doing these two lifts to make sure you're doing them properly. So with that said, I have my 5 best barbell exercises for beginners that are going to be a little less forgiving when it comes to doing them wrong, and are going to help carry over to teaching you what you should be feeling when you're doing a back squat and deadlift, and they'll get you to be doing a back squat and deadlift as quick as possible, which is key to getting as strong as you can be. So with that said, let's get started. Number 1, I have the front squat. The reason I chose the front squat over the back squat is it's still going to give you great leg development, but like I said, it's a little less forgiving than the back squat. The reason being is you have the bar in the front racked position, and if you lose a quality upright position where your core is braced and you have nice thoracic extension, you're going to drop the bar. Whereas with a back squat, if you lose that, you can still potentially grind and stand that weight up. Granted, you're going to be losing a lot of energy through your spine, and your body is going to potentially develop a faulty movement pattern. Number 2, we have the Romanian deadlift. The reason I chose the Romanian deadlift is if you master this, you're going to gain a great awareness of what you should be feeling in your body prior to picking the barbell up off the ground in a conventional deadlift. It's going to teach you how to hinge from your hip, first off, and second off, it's going to teach you how to properly gain tension in your hamstrings before you go to pull that weight off the ground. It's still going to develop the posterior chain, but it's going to give you a great foundation to build a better conventional deadlift than if you just started right off the bat with a conventional. Okay, for number 3, I have the overhead press. You guys know I love the overhead press. The reason I think this is great for beginners is it's going to build great, strong, powerful shoulders that are going to move the right way. They're going to be mobile. But on top of that is the finish position for the squat and the deadlift both have something in common, and it's basically called standing strong. Okay, standing strong. In that finish position, your butt's squeezed tight, so your hips extended, your legs are extended at the knee. You're standing as tall as possible, and you have a nice, strong, flexed, tense core before you go to move that weight, and at the top as well. But that finish and start position for the overhead press is the finish position for the deadlift and squat. So it's going to help teach you that awareness of what that position is supposed to feel like. For number 4, I have the bent row, and the bent row is going to build your upper back as you pull that bar into you. Your rhomboids, your posterior delt, your lats, your traps. So it's a great upper back strengthener, which is great for the deadlift. But not only that, your body has to maintain a strong bottom position of a deadlift while you're doing that bent row. You're hinged at the hip, you have your hamstrings tense, and you're basically anchoring off of them as you pull that bar up into you. So it's going to have great carryover when you go to pick that bar up off the ground and stand it up in a deadlift. Number 5 is the bench press. And the reason you're going to want to be doing the bench press is you're pressing a bar through that transverse plane, whereas with the bent row, you're pulling through that transverse plane. So it's going to help create a nice balance on the front and the back of the body, which is key to having a strong physique. If you're overdeveloped on one side as opposed to the other, you're gonna have injuries down the road. It's just inevitable. So with that bench, you're gonna be able to develop nice strong chest, shoulders, triceps, and it's just a great way to overload your system. There's a reason people do bench, and it's to get strong with pressing. Row is gonna get you extremely strong with pulling. Bench is going to get you extremely strong with pressing. Okay, so there are my 5 best exercises for beginners. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for the person who asked about squatting and deadlifting, I hope this painted a good picture for how you can build those into your program. If you guys like this video, please like it and get it out there. I hope to bring more to you soon, and most importantly, remember, get jacked!